What are your thoughts on transgender athletes competing in sport? What are your thoughts on transgender athletes competing? What are your thoughts on transgender athletes competing in sport? So basically, yeah, what is going on, guys? And we're finally back out here filming. It's been a long time, and yeah, man's been busy buying houses and that. But yeah, we're back, we're active with the public videos. And I thought, you know what, to get started, let's just go straight into one of the most controversial things happening to this day. Transgender athlete. There's been outrage, people kicking off, people supporting it, left, right, up, down. There's just so many different opinions on it. Obviously, I'm not allowed to have an opinion because I'm an influencer and we get cancelled. So whether I'm for it or against it, be cancelled anyways because you can't speak anymore and have an opinion. We are 40 subscribers away from 50,000 subscribers, and by the time you're watching this video, we might nearly be there. But let's make sure we push for 50k. And yeah, if you do enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and you know what to do. Subscribe and appreciate the support. Let's go. Right, so basically, I'm here with
Sophie
and
Esther.
Right, guys, what are your thoughts on transgender athletes competing?
Should be allowed.
Should be allowed. So for a male to transition into a female, it's cool for him to go now compete in female sports.
Yeah.
All right. See, you.
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah. You reckon?
Yeah.
You don't reckon there's any unfair advantages?
No, not at all.
Okay, let's say hypothetically, what if Anthony Joshua transitioned into a female? Should he then be allowed to go into the?
What, doing boxing?
Yeah.
Well, if he was transitioned to a woman, he's a woman now, so he should be able to compete in that category.
That's different. That's different now.
How come?
I'm for Joshua.
So basically, I'm here with
Dan.
Liam,
Dan.
Josh,
Ross.
right. So we're here with the boys. Right, boys, what are your thoughts on transgender athletes competing in sport?
I disagree with it
Why is that?
because I feel like it's an advantage on, say, a man turning into a woman. I feel like it's an advantage.
It gives them an advantage.
Yeah.
What if they lower the hormone levels and obviously
Then it's different.
they can meet the regulations?
Yeah, then it's
So do you reckon if they meet the regulations, lower the hormone levels,
100%,
it
then
should
it's
be calm?
fine. Yeah, I agree with that.
But not if like Anthony Joshua, for example, just
oh,
put
that's
up.
different. That's
Yeah,
different.
that's
Yeah.
very different.
Yeah.
Alright, see, what about yourself?
I agree with him. If they level it out so they're equal, then it's fine.
Alright, sweet. Yourself?
Just unfair.
Unfair.
Yeah.
What about if they level out the hormones?
It doesn't make a difference, does it? He's a man. He's man.
Joshua did that?
Well, I guess that's all right then.
Alright, sweet. What about yourself?
I think it's just disagree with it.
It's great.
Aye.
Even with the hormones.
Yeah.
Yourself?
No, just if you level out your hormones, I feel like you should be fine.
Alright, sweet. One last one then. So let's say Anthony Joshua leveled out his hormones. Would it still be fair for him to compete against females?
It's a hard question. I'm not sure. I feel like no, I still disagree with it.
Alright, it's great.
I disagree in that case.
Alright, in that case.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, unanimous. Alright, sweet. So everyone can transition except for Anthony Joshua. That's the maths, you know what I'm saying? So basically, I'm here with
Alistair Brown.
So what are your thoughts on transgender athlete, like people transitioning from, let's say, male to female, female to male, and then competing in sports?
I don't think sports got to do with it. I think they just do what they are, be who they want to be.
All right, so are you cool? So let's say a male transitions into a female. Should he then be all right to compete in female sports?
The only thing would be a difference is if the still male hormones are stronger than the male, and they change to a female, then it's harder for them to run. They'll be running faster. If they've still got the male hormones, they'll still be running faster.
Yeah.
Hard for the females to pick it up.
Yeah, that's what like the big thing is. Obviously females obviously have worked hard to get to where they are in the sports, and then.
Well, that's right. I mean, if you're going to put them in boxing, and you've got a male change into a female, it's going to be naturally stronger, and it's going to be not a fair fight.
Yeah, it's like. What are your thoughts on transgender athletes competing in sport?
Well, they should just be competing, not with. If they're women who are no men, they shouldn't be competing. I don't agree with it.
All right, do you reckon there's unfair advantages?
Yes.
What about if they lowered, like, let's say the testosterone level? Because I think that's where they have to meet.
I still just think it's wrong.
All right. So what about if it was a male transition to a woman?
Again, it's all wrong.
All right. So you prefer everyone staying in the categories?
Yes.
So where do you reckon, like, let's say transgender athletes, where should they be allowed to compete? The sex they've came from, like, stay in that category, or?
The sex they've came from, or transgender against transgender, but not against like a transgender versus a man or a woman.
Yeah, the other way around.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm here with
Johnny
and
Cameron.
Right, guys. So what are your thoughts on transgender athletes competing?
Oh, nah, that's not allowed. Cannot be allowed. Well,
How so?
could be allowed, but like So like, if there's a man or a woman, sorry, a man convert to a woman doing weightlifting, how's that allowed? Because he's got the same muscles as a man.
Yeah. It can be unfair. What about you? What are your thoughts?
I mean, it depends on the sport, but equally, I don't. If the transgender and they want to compete in their gender's weight class, no, sport,
Like category,
yeah,
category,
I think they should be allowed to.
yeah. All right. So you two slightly disagree on this.
Slightly
one,
disagree on this.
Yeah. There's no real right answer because it's still quite fresh. We don't know obviously the science.
What do you think?
Well, what I think would get me cancelled because I'm an influencer, but on a real level, yeah, I'll say it's one of them. Like it's still fresh, so we don't know the science on if there is an actual advantage for, let's say, a male who transitions to a female. Say after we've done the research and it's clear there's an advantage, and obviously it's unfair on all the women who have worked hard to get where they are for a guy like this other guy said before. Imagine Anthony Joshua turns to a female. He's gonna wipe out the division. You know what I mean? Because obviously he's been through all his stuff all his life. But there are ways of lowering hormone levels and there's levels and stuff. So I'm not 100% yes or no because I don't want to take away obviously from the female athletes who have worked hard, and then it creates opportunity for guys to if I want to become the best or something, I could just transition and take the piss. But then again, we've got to respect that. It's the way people are nowadays. We live in a different society. And you know what I mean? It's totally changed, and I don't want to get cancelled. Now I'm joking, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. See, but thank you for your time, guys. Right. So basically, I'm here with
Ollie.
Ollie. All right. Where you from, Ollie?
From near Hull, not
Near
quite
Hull.
Hull. Yeah.
All right. See, amazing. Right, Ollie. So, what are your thoughts on transgender athletes competing in athletics?
I think they can do what they want, but I know there's a lot of disparity with. I know there's a lot of weightlifting people that have taken advantage of it a bit too much, or something like that. But I'm not well educated on it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's just obviously now there was that MMA fighter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, who went through, and that's created a lot of controversy. So I'm trying to see if what the public think. Do you reckon they should be allowed to fight or not? Or it's alright if you don't know. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think they shouldn't, or they should be in their own division of. But that's segregation.
Yeah, that's where. Yeah, because that was my opinion first. Make a category for trans athlete, but then.
Because imagine if I don't know, if Anthony Joshua decided to switch it up, he's not gonna.
Like Antina Joshua,
Yeah.
She would wipe out the division, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it might not be quite too fair, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's a sticky one, isn't it?
I'm going to go with definitely maybe. Unless there was certain regulations on it, like weight class even then. Yeah. It's a bit hard.
It's quite a sticky one, yeah, but
tough.
thank you very much for your time. So basically, I'm here with
Kane.
Kane.
Aye.
Right, Kane, what are your thoughts on transgender athletes?
Not really, the sound.
Sound.
Aye.
All right, so let's say if a male athlete transitions into a female, do you reckon he should be allowed to compete in female athletics?
Probably, yeah, because then he's a female.
Jeez, straight to the point, yeah. Equality in that, yeah?
Aye.
All right, sweet. Big up to that, my guy. Right, so basically, I'm here with Neve and
Ellie.
Right, guys, so obviously there's been a lot of controversy going on recently, yeah, about transgender athletes, about people transitioning, they wanting to compete. So what are your thoughts? Do you reckon they should be allowed to compete or not?
Yeah,
And why is that?
because they're equal. Everyone's equal.
Amen to that. And yourself?
Yeah, but I understand the different opinions. I understand why, but I think they should be allowed.
All right, so what are your thoughts? So let's say a male transitions, obviously, into a woman, and then competes in female sports. Do you reckon that should be fine?
Yeah.
Even if he's built like a brick house?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, see, there you go.
If that's what they identify as.
Amen to that. All right, thank you very much. So basically, yeah, as you guys can see, we do have quite balanced, mixed opinions, and I feel like it's still one of them things, we don't understand a lot about it now, and obviously the way we view society now is going to change over the coming years, and it's going to change again. And I feel like it's still fresh. A lot of people don't want to accept it. Let's deep it. Back in the day, there were people who, let's be honest, thought black people generally were lesser than white people, and that was just how the society was then. And maybe in the future it can change. You all right, mate? Maybe in the future we can change, maybe not. I feel like we need to do the research, find out if it's unfair, if it's not, because I feel like we don't ever want to make people for the way they feel. I feel like nowadays we do have to care about people's feelings. Yes, it might not be ideal for your views, but we've got to remember other people do have feelings as well. And I feel like the trans community do suffer a lot, especially with what's happened recently. And I feel like hate only splits us. This is what the rich people want. They want us fighting against each other when in reality we're all together, you know what I'm saying? We need to stick together and obviously support our trans brothers and sisters. And I do understand in the sports people are struggling to come to terms with it because, yeah, there are obviously females who have worked the arse off, and then there's males who obviously transition and they'll come, like that MMA fight. Obviously people weren't complaining, but if you watch the fight, it wasn't even that big of a difference. I mean, like, Amanda Nunes is gonna smash that guy. I'm like, Cyborg is gonna smash that guy in a fight. So, you know, it is what it is. But guys, comment down below, what do you think? Don't leave any hateful stuff, or that just will be deleted. I do not ever want to bring hate on this channel anymore, because I feel like we are very toxic, aren't we? Calling people nonsense and shit for just looking funny. That is not nice, guys. We are nice people. Let's be nice. Stronger together. Peace.